As alternative transit like ride sharing and scooters get more popular, they could improve lots of different aspects of city living, from career prospects to congestion issues to the impacts of climate change. At Smart Cities Conference in New York, experts told Newsy they think they're only going to take off if they're presented to consumers properly.
If I can't get to work on time, they're not going to give me a raise, they're not going to give me a promotion. You know, buses, a lot of the traditional kinds of transit, you either have to really set out so much earlier so that you're buffering in any kind of delay that you might experience there, or you're running the risk of being late. And that's really a huge problem for people who are early on in their careers, people maybe who are overcoming some other hardships.
There's so much money being poured into mobility. I think over the past 10 years, $111 billion. And everybody has great ideas to help solve the problem of congestion and higher emissions and more vehicle miles traveled.
We unequivocally believe that climate change is real, and that we have less than 10 years to make really profound changes in the way that we move around if we are going to avoid catastrophic global climate collapse.
London, by their own calculations, have said that they're saving somewhere in the area of 100 million pounds a year. Because of their ability to leverage standard infrastructure for this payments.
Some micro-mobility options like e-scooters have shown a lot of promise with consumers so far. Camino predicts that trips with different micro-mobility legs could get even more popular, especially if users can pay for them all in the same way.
So the idea that someone can take a bike to the train station, take the train, to another destination, and then perhaps take a scooter or a ride share or a car share, or whatever those modes might be that make the best sense, giving people one ticket, one payment for that multimodal journey.
Some of these newer modes still come with safety concerns, though. Uber just recently put its self-driving cars back on the road after one of them killed a pedestrian in Arizona in 2018. And the CDC tells Newsy it's investigating scooter-related injuries in Austin, Texas. Experts think the next generations of scooters could be improved to better fit their environments.
It's not clear that they were really designed to be on proper roadways. It's not clear that they were designed to go 20 miles an hour. They seem a little flimsy. They have trouble with potholes. In Pittsburgh, we have a number of brick and cobblestone streets still. I can't imagine taking one of the existing e-scooters on those streets. However, put some larger tires on it, maybe a little bit of a wider tread, maybe a wider platform on it, it would be great.
Bird, an e-scooter company, says it's a matter of making the roads safer for rides. Ashwini Chabra, head of public affairs for Bird, spoke at the Smart Cities Conference. Bird also shared with Newsy its own safety report from April 2019. It said injuries vary substantially between cities, but they seem to match up well with the city's bike safety scores.
If you look at absolute numbers, definitely an uptick in the number of injuries, but you went from basically 0 scooter rides in 2017 to millions of scooter rides. So in our first year, we did 10 million rides. And so you're going to see more injuries as a result. If you look at it as a percent of total number of rides, it's not actually a different risk profile from biking.
At the end of the day, getting individuals on board may be the biggest challenge. In the last few years, only a handful of cities have seen increased use of their public transit. Camino thinks the positive health implications might not be enough of a selling point on their own. Successful mobility solutions will have to make leaving the car behind seem worthwhile.
And part of the answer is it's exactly that, is it's got to be a good user experience. Right? The better user experience is often going to win. We have to focus on people. We have to focus on the way that the individual experiences that service. And the more that we can delight them, the more likely they are to consume it.